Hello, this is Chad Smith with BC Gurus. In part 7 of our social media videos, we're going to go over social plugins and adding them to your Business Catalyst sites. Now within Business Catalyst, they're going to give you a few ways of adding Facebook and Twitter to your websites to make that just a little bit easier. But for the most part, any social plugin will work within Business Catalyst. Any plugin for that matter, if it's made for the web, will work in Business Catalyst unless it's like specifically made for a WordPress site. So I'll just stand by that pretty much every social plugin and jQuery plugin will work within Business Catalyst. It's all about finding a way to get it to work the way you need it to, which can be the tricky part. So as far as social plugins go, you can definitely add any plugin that you're going to need for your particular project. And instead of just adding one or two of the popular ones, you can use plugins like Share This and Add This and add an array of options for your users to click on. Now in this video, I'm going to go over this Share This slider that we use on BC Gurus, and then this code snippet will be available on the resources for this video. But I did want to touch on the fact that be aware that the Twitter and Facebook icons do get updated, and from time to time they will update their usage settings on their site, so make sure we're not using old Twitter icons or old Facebook icons, and we're using the ones that they do approve of. So let's go ahead and go to bcgurus.com and look at the example for this Share This slider. So here on bcgurus.com, if we go to our blog section and then just click on any topic here, you'll see that we have a social section to the left of the content. And if we were to scroll down the page, that social plugin continues on with us. So we're able to keep that in the user's visible area so that when they want to tweet it, share it, or put it on Google, that it's just right there for them to click on. So to do this, first we went to sharethis.com and got the code. Now when you get to sharethis.com, if you go to get sharing tools, we want to use it just for websites. We'll pick the style that we want. This is the one that we chose for BC Gurus. And then step 3, just tell it which ones you do want. So we'll take that one off, and we're going to add Google. There it is. Drag that across. Get rid of email. And this is how we have ours set up. So now this kind of gives you a preview of that, and then finish and get the code. You do need to register. So grab this. And then from here, you're given the spans that's going to show the button and the counter, then some script tags to make the whole thing work together. So let's go to the Dreamweaver, and I have a demo page on how that slider works as it scrolls down the page. So here in Dreamweaver, if we just scroll down a bit, I got everything kind of contained on one page. But we got our little spans that Share This was giving us. And then up at the top we have the script files that we got from Share This. I've just added a Google or jQuery CDN, and then a few styling things to get our buttons to work. So if we go ahead and preview this, you can see we have just some generic elements on the page, but we have the similar sharing sidebar that BC Gurus had. And if we slide down the page, it sticks with us, and we're able to keep it where we want it. So if we go back here, basically what we did was, for the container that wraps the Share This container, it's going to be relatively positioned. We're going to absolutely position the Share This container and the Share This box, or the share box. So if we go up to our CSS, you can see the container is relatively positioned. The share container has absolute positioning. The share box has absolute positioning. And then there's a class called sharebox, or ID sharebox class fixed, that's going to be position fixed, which is going to be what keeps us fixed to the screen once we're scrolled down. So just some share this CSS. So it's pretty simple as far as the CSS goes. So then here's the jQuery that we need. We put our share this in a variable, find what the top is from our margin, replace it with 0. Then when the window scrolls, if the Y, or we'll grab the Y axis on a variable, and then if we're greater than or equal to our top, which is going to be the top of our share box, then we're going to add that class fixed, or else we're going to remove that class fixed. So if you're looking at our example, right now it's just absolutely positioned within the container, and then we already have the variable that's going to tell us where the top of our box is. And then once the y-axis gets greater to or equal than that number, we switch the positioning to fixed. So now it's just fixed to our window, and it will stay there until it's not greater than or equal to the top value, and then it goes back to just being absolutely positioned. So that code snippet will be available with the resources. You can play with that or add it to your site. And that is going to be it for social plugins for Business Catalyst. So remember, any of them will work. You can use them pretty much on any page you like, even with the list layouts. It just depends on how we're going to get the URL for each one. And just as an example, I'll just kind of continue just really quick for 1 second. So Pinterest.com is another popular plugin that's being added, and a lot of people want to add it to the product details or the large product view. So to add a pin it button, if you just want a good Pinterest button, you need 3 things for that to work. You need a URL of the page, a URL of the image, and a description. So to get this for your large product view, we can use believe tag underscore item URL underscore with host. We'll get you the URL of that product. You can use a custom field or add the large product image to the URL here. And then the description, you can use a description tag in this one here, so that you could have all 3 of these for each product in your catalog. So that's how you would take care of Pinterest, and don't be afraid to experiment and get out there and see what you can do with your social plugins. Thank you, and talk to you next time.